stargazers in the UK could be in for a treat tonight as two rare moon events take place at the same time.
Yes, the proviso is if it's not too cloudy. But you should be able to see a total lunar eclipse at about 4:30 in the morning. That's fine for me. I'll be up and about. Not only that, but it will be an extra special super blood moon. We love those. To tell us more, we're joined by astronomer Dr. Jenifer Millard. Nice to see you this morning, Jenifer. So, first of all, I'm not entirely sure what the weather forecast is going to be like for that time of the morning tomorrow. Do you think we're going to get a clear view of this?
I am sure that someone somewhere in the UK will get a clear view. I mean, I'm not sure in Wales, where I am, whether it'll be clear or not, but I'm hoping that someone will somewhere.
Well, just first of all, the eclipse. Just tell us a little bit more about what particular kind of eclipse this is. What's happening?
Yeah, so this is a total lunar eclipse. So this is when the moon passes through Earth's shadow. And they don't happen too often. We get a total lunar eclipse every 2 or 3 years, and then we get partial lunar eclipses happening 2 or 3 times a year. So they're quite rare events, especially, you know, over the UK. So it's something to get and have a look at, because the moon is going to turn this beautiful blood red colour. Unfortunately, this one is not perfectly positioned for us. In America, they've got the greatest view. But NASA will also be live streaming it, even if it's cloudy or you're not going to be up that early in the morning. So lots of opportunities to see this reasonably rare celestial event.
Yeah, and the super blood moon, how does that happen? Where does the orange effect come from?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So it's the same reason as to why the sky is blue and also why sunsets and sunrises are red. So it's all to do with sunlight shining through our atmosphere. And sunlight is made up of all the colours of the rainbow. So you've got the longer wavelength red light and then the shorter wavelength blue light. And that shorter wavelength blue light is really easily scattered by dust particles in our atmosphere. So when the sun is high up ahead, that blue light is scattered right through our atmosphere, and so the sky appears blue. And then at sunset and sunrise, that sunlight has to travel through so much more atmosphere, and that blue light actually gets scattered away, and all we're left with is that red and orange, that longer wavelength light. And the only sunlight that's reaching the moon during a total lunar eclipse is that sunlight that's traveling through our atmosphere. So the blue light is scattered away. The only light that's reaching it is that longer wavelength red and orange light, which is why a total lunar eclipse appears red. And we never know quite how red it's going to be, because it depends on how dusty our atmosphere is. So it could be more orangey, or it could be that glorious blood red colour that we always hope for.
That is fascinating. And for people getting up at a normal time, like 6:30, 7 in the morning, will you see anything of this at all?
Unfortunately, the moon is setting as we're getting into the eclipse. So from the UK, it starts at about 2:30 in the morning, but the real blood red colour will appear at about 4:30 in the morning. But that's when the moon's going to be really low in the southwest horizon. And then we're, of course, battling the dawn, and the sky's going to get lighter, so it's going to be ever harder to see the moon. But you can always have a look online afterwards, because NASA will be live streaming the event. And I'm sure lots of people who have got better views than us will be taking photographs, posting them on social media. So we'll get to see it one way or another, even if it's cloudy.
Well, yeah, quite. I mean, because short of moving to America or flying to America for the event, what is the best way to get a view? You can see it with the naked eye, presumably.
Yeah, exactly. This is one of those events where you don't need a telescope or binoculars. The best way to have a look is just with the naked eye. And you want to have a nice, clear southwest horizon. So avoid the houses. If you can get somewhere high, that's great, or maybe near the coast. And you just want to watch the moon slowly, you know, have a hot drink, wrap up warm, because, you know, the weather is getting warmer, but when you sit outside for a while, it can get chilly. And yeah, just watch as that moon is setting. It'll turn that beautiful blood red colour. It'll be a wonderful sight.
Lovely to talk to you this morning. Thank you for being up and early on a Sunday morning. That's Dr. Jenifer Millard, astronomer, talking to us. I mean, I do congratulate people for being up at this time, particularly if you were up late last night watching Eurovision, which both of us were. So
I'm quite excited as well about that eclipse, because it means for once, like, we get to see something. There's a benefit for working the stupid hours that we both work.
Exactly,
we'll get to see something.